Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I recently did my cheek products collection and I thought I would follow it up with if I could only keep 10 cheek products. That covers everything from contours, bronzers, blushes and highlighters. Be them liquids, creams, powders, I don't know, everything. Regardless of the finish, everything that you apply on your cheeks that is color. That is not like your foundation and your powder and things like that. So without any further ado, I'm going to start off with contours. I have one cream contour and one powder contour. The powder contour is none other than my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in the shade medium. Mine has seen much better days, clearly, but this only shows that this is one of my go-to products, and it really is one of my go-to products. I prefer this contour over every other powder contour I've tried in my entire life, and I've tried a few. I had the KVD palette, I had the Smashbox palette, I had some NYX contour thing, I had the Anna Provis. I've tried a few contours here and there, and this is just what I prefer to use. I still like to contour all the time. Anytime I wear a full face of makeup, contour is something that I don't ever skip. I love wearing a contour on my face. I feel like it just makes my nose look better and my cheeks look better and underneath my lips. It's a beautiful step that I think is a must for me. But that is my powder contour of choice. Now my cream contour of choice is a beautiful product, and it is my, why do I feel like, okay. This is it. It might look like nothing in the pen and you might even not recognize the brand, but it's from Salt New York, and there's only one contour shade, unfortunately. I think that they should have darker and lighter contour shades for different skin tones, but this works perfectly for my skin tone, which is great for me and also great for other people, because the formula right here is so beautiful. This makes for a stunning cream contour. If you don't want to use any powders, you're only using your creams, then this, without a speck of doubt in my mind, is one of the best contour products in the market. Applies beautifully, the undertone is just spot on perfect. It applies easily and blends smoothly. I don't have any single complaints aside from the shade range, because I do feel like contour, while it's not as big as it used to be at one point, I still don't skip this step. Anytime you see me with a full face of makeup, know that I have contoured at least my nose and my cheeks and underneath my lips. I don't really contour my jawline or anything like that, because I feel like my jawline is pronounced as is and I don't really want to accentuate my jawline. I just bronze it slightly and that's it. But this is a beautiful, beautiful product. Okay, next up is bronzer. My favorite powder bronzer, hands down, is the e.l.f. Primer Infused bronzer. This is like cheapest chips. It's maybe $6, give or take. This is the one that I have. You can't really see it through my camera because my camera isn't very special, but I have such a huge dent, and I hope that by the end of the year I would have hit pan, because I think I would love to hit pan on this product. I love it so much. It's my go-to bronzer, and it's a bronzer that I'm wearing on my face. I love this C motion, temples, cheeks and jawline sort of deal. I love this. Blends easily, lasts endlessly until you decide to take off your makeup. This is beautiful. I don't know how many shades they have of this particular product, but I really, really love mine so much. And even the packaging is nicer than I anticipated. I anticipated it to break, or maybe for the plastic to somehow get ruined, or at least for the word e.l.f. to start fading. Nothing has happened. Knock on wood. I don't want to break it now, but I'm very, very happy with this. I really, really am. As for my cream bronzer, because I decided to have a cream step for all of the steps that I have picked out, but my cream bronzer of choice is my Salt New York bronzer. Their cheek products are by far superb in my experience, at least the ones that I've tried. And I've tried everything from blush to highlighter to contour and bronzer. I have no complaints about any of them. If you'd like to see them in action, you can let me know and I can film a video using my Salt New York products. But if you'd like to see them in pictures, there is a post of me wearing nothing but my Salt New York cheek products on my Instagram at CarolCosmos, shameless plug, but the picture is of me wearing a strapless top and some kind of a dark lip, I think, and my hair was just like curly and voluminous. This is gorgeous, I love it. And you know, the formula is so good. I don't know what they do with these products, but they apply very, very easily. Okay, next we have blushes. I'm a bit surprised that I only went with 2 blushes, but I feel like the blushes that I chose are perfect for each and every, like, eye look, lip look, whatever else there may be. For powder blush, I really didn't struggle with this at all because I love this color, I love this formula, I love this blush. This is the Pupa Extreme Blush Radiant in the shade 010. This is it. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it looks like Linda Evangelista. It's a model. Oh, it's smiling. Your smile is beautiful. This is one of my favorite products in the market, and by far I think Pupa makes some of the best affordable blushes ever to exist, and this is no exception. I have definitely applied this several times on my channel, and I even had a subscriber once comment that they have purchased this blush off of my recommendation and that they love it too, and this makes me so happy. I just love it when subscribers and people that I know in person or online tell me that they have purchased something that I've recommended and they agree with me and they love it. So to the subscriber that have purchased this, I'm still loving it and I'm still using it like crazy. This is by far a must-have in my collection. Okay, for cream blush, because clearly I needed a cream blush. Who's surprised? If you are an avid watcher of mine, you're definitely not surprised. My obsession with my Nisamirix Vision Flush has come to the point where this is a must-have in my collection. I can't even tell you how many times I just wake up feeling a bit off and I just like reach for this and apply it like across my cheek and across the bridge of my nose and leave the house. This makes me feel better. There is something in it, maybe there's some kind of a drug in it that makes me feel happier every time I apply it on my face, but this is a gorgeous, gorgeous product. The shade that I have, in case I haven't mentioned, is Toasted Almond, and it might look scary. Let me show you the shade itself. You might think I'm crazy and that this looks terrifying, but these things blend so effortlessly. They last so beautifully on the skin. I love these. I think that these are by far some of the most underrated makeup products in the market. They are gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I think that this is a must-have for me, hands down. Okay, finally we have some highlighters. And if you are an avid watcher of mine, you would have no surprise once you find out that the Il Makiage baked highlighter, mineral baked highlighter in the shade Halo is a must-have. This is my second one. I used up an entire one of these, and this is my second one. Can you see the pan? How big it is? This thing is not exactly a glowing to the gods type of highlighter. This is the kind of highlighter that you'd apply where you would want to see some dimension as opposed to an insane glow. For example, I use this to highlight the bridge of my nose, the center of my chin, and the center of my forehead, right around here. This is perfect for this purpose. I don't use it on my cheeks because I want something a bit glowier, but sometimes what I like to do is I like to take the brush that I always use with it, which is a Zoeva 114. I like to take it sometimes just a tiny little bit, and I like to just apply it right here. And I feel like it just gives my face some life. I don't do it when I'm going out and I know that there's going to be photography or something, like a special occasion, because I feel like it ends up making me look a bit too glowy. But for day to day, give me all the glow that I can afford. I love it. I do absolutely love it, and I really can't imagine my life without it. And I've tried finding dupes. I really have. There's nothing in the market like it. There's absolutely nothing like it. It's insanely good. Insanely good. Okay, then the cream highlighter of choice is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have the lightest shade, Fair Pale. This is what I use sometimes, and I don't always use cream highlighter, I will admit, or liquid highlighter. I have gotten lazy as of late, but whenever I use cream blushes and cream bronzers and things like that, I always love to use this. And sometimes when I want my glow to really be super duper intense, this is what I use underneath my highlighter. And you can also mix it in with your foundation. This product does have a drawback for me, which is that I can't use it in the center of my forehead because it accentuates my lines. I think they're called marionette lines, maybe, or maybe these are the marionette lines. I really can't remember, but there are two distinct lines right here when you frown. And when I frown, and I tend to frown a lot, during the day. When that happens, gradually it starts to settle there and it will accentuate those lines, and that's definitely not a great look. But overall, this is beautiful. It is really, really natural, but glowy at the same time. You can't detect the source of the glow because there's no specks of glitter, there's no sparkle, there's nothing. It's just almost juicy. That's the best word I can use to describe this. Okay, finally you have two powder highlighters, and I've chosen two powder highlighters because I do love them equally, and I want both shades in my highlighting life. I only have one highlighting life. But the first one is the Persona highlighter in the shade Zuma. This was an unexpected love for me. I really didn't expect to love it as much as I do, but I really, really, really love it. This is the highlight I'm wearing on my face today. This goes perfectly with the blush right here, and this goes perfectly even if I just want to use bronzers and then apply this for a supernatural look. It looks insanely gorgeous. This highlighter is beautiful in terms of formula, but what I love most about it is the shade. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. Last but not least, we have the Jade Velveteen Highlighting Powder in the shade 120 Pearl Drop, which is a pale off-white type of highlighter. This is another absolute beautiful highlighter that I love and I cannot live without, so it had to make it there because sometimes I love a lighter, more beaming highlight. I feel like because this shade is yellow toned and it's kind of similar to my skin tone, I feel like it blends better. But when I want my highlighter to really pop, I want there to be like a very distinct highlight effect on my cheeks. This is what I go to, and I really, really, really cannot imagine my collection without it. So these are the 10 cheek products I would choose if I could only have 10 cheek products, but Lord knows I wouldn't want to have only 10 cheek products. Cheek products are some of my favorites, and maybe I could be happy with only 15, with a few more blushes and maybe one more highlighter. If I could choose one more highlighter, I would choose the Pixie by Petra Glowy Gossamer in Subtle Sunrise. And for blushes, I would want a pinky one, so the other Pupa one. I would want the M Cosmetics Faded Clementine one. I can have two more, I think, right? I would want the Merit Beauty Beverly Hills, and absolutely my Spice blush from Salt, New York. And maybe I would I really want the Salt New York highlighter as well in the shade beige. Okay, 16 it is. 16 it is. I'm sorry, I couldn't. I chose 10 and I was really strict with myself, but if I could choose a few more, 16 would be kind of enough. But hey, this is all theoretical, so don't sue me, don't tell me, hey, but I thought you liked this one, how come it is not in your hypothetical collection? It's because it's hypothetical. If it was real, it wouldn't have even existed. There is no such thing as only having 15 cheap products in my life. No. Anyways, but yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe, like and comment, and I hope to see you soon. And if you make YouTube videos, let me know. Share the videos that you make with me so that I can watch them and we can become friends, YouTube friends. I love making YouTube friends. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.